Hey, good morning, everyone. Rory Powers, Right Line Trading. Hope you had a nice evening. Before we get too far into the show here, let's very quickly take a look at the disclaimer. It's important to know that I am not a financial advisor and we're not offering any type of trading advice here today. If you're not familiar with the risks associated with trading, please consult with a licensed financial advisor. I'm just going to show the disclaimer. Give me just a second. I need to make a slide that has it. Here we go. We're not offering any type of trading advice here today. It's important to know I'm not a licensed trade advisor. And if you're not familiar with the risks associated with trading, please consult with a licensed financial advisor. All right. Good morning, everyone. Hope you had a nice evening. Today is Wednesday, February 18th. And if you're joining us today, that's the good news. Hallelujah. Let's take a look at the Forex Factory. We always take a look before we start trading. We make it a daily practice, part of our routine prior to the session starting. We want to know what type of trading environment we're getting ourselves into. Let me see if my chat is working. Good morning. Good morning. Somebody type something. So Wednesday, February 18th, if you're joining us, hallelujah, that's the good news. Any day above ground, you wake up. It's a good day. It's a good start. Amen. Rev Rick, good morning. Thank you, sir. 9:15 a.m. We got a couple of yellow folder reports. 8:30 we had a couple of medium impact. These orange are medium impact. Let's see what the news was. U.S. durable goods. The two reports were core durable goods and durable goods. Durable good orders down by 1.4% in December. And those are really the only orange reports or red reports for my live stream. A little bit later in the afternoon today is the FOMC meeting minutes. FOMC at 1 o'clock, member Bauman is speaking. All right. If today's your first day joining us, welcome. We're going to be showcasing the automated bots here at Right Line Trading. I'm having trouble with my chat today. I don't see anybody's comments, so I'm not being rude and ignoring you. I just don't see them. Apex is running a 90% sale, 90% off. Okay. So what we do is we have a very diversified portfolio of strategies, not only different instruments, but different time frames that we run them on. Once these bots are enabled, they will execute and manage the trades for us, completely, fully automated. We like to run the bots pre-market and we establish what we refer to as our leaderboard. This is our leaderboard for today. These are the bots that are doing the best in today's trading environment. And we put additional weight in our decision-making process as to which bot we're going to trade today. Now, I have a bot that I'm very comfortable with, that I kind of have a routine that I do, and I time out when I do it. I time when I enter the trades by enabling my copier, and I do it with the leapfrog. The leapfrog, if you were with us last year, we called it the power play. It's pretty much the same strategy. And what it requires in order to take the trade is a multi-time frame alignment of trend between my 20 Unorenko and my 30 range. And for a long execution, I need price to be above my 50 on my 20 Unorenko. The trade is being executed on my 30 range over here. For a short trade, I need price below the 50 on my 20U. For a long trade, I need price above the 50 for a long entry on my 30 range. So on my leaderboard, I think it's noteworthy to see that the AI Golden Goose, gold took a big move up pre-market. I was looking at it. The Golden Goose, that's the 30 range. Doing very well this morning. The Mac Truck, that's the 20U on the NASDAQ. The best bot is up 620. That's one of my most profitable bots for the month of February. Retirement plans up 500. And then my Revo is up 5. My Austin is up 400. My ES Star, that's the ES30 range, is up 272. This MNQ retirement plan has been doing extremely well. So I have a really nice leaderboard. I have a lot of different options that I can use to reach the winner's circle. That's what I like to call it. We have a profit goal of anywhere from $250 to $500 per day. We scale using a trade copier sold separately. I can use a trade copier, copy across multiple prop accounts, and I select my favorite bot, the one that I feel will give me the best potential to reach my profit goal. I always start with the leapfrog. That's just me. Everybody's style is different. I like the leapfrog. And I like to time when I enable my copier. Hey, good morning, George. Good morning, Rao. Keith, good morning. Good to see you, sir. George, I'm going to answer your email. I saw it. That image you sent me was AI created, and AI sometimes has some hiccups, and it misspelled those words. So that's what it was. But I'm going to reply to that email today. Yesterday was a really busy day. So let's take a quick look at the trading environment prior to us opening this morning. The session open was at 6 p.m. yesterday. We took a big leg up right up until about 4:30. Then during the London Open, it's taken a retracement back to the 50 on the E-mini. So the Asian session, it took off. London session, it retraced. And now the New York Stock Exchange is getting ready to open. Our NASDAQ, let's take a look at that on the 20 Unorenko. We'll go back to 1800 hours right here. And same story. We took a big leg up during the Asian session and actually and the London session, it went up. And it just started retracing pre-market at about 7 a.m., 7:20 Eastern time. So that's what it looks like. We've got a beautiful leaderboard. Best spot's up 600. What the best spot is, very quickly, the best spot scans all of my NASDAQ bots, and it will take the trades of the most profitable NQ bot. So it removes all of the guesswork as to which bot I should trade. The NQ best bot will automatically trade the most profitable one. Good morning, Rao. Good morning, Crambone. Are you using a cash account? This is all prop. What the accounts that I'm showing are prop accounts. Coming up right behind me at 10:30, Mark Miller will sometimes trade his live account. $9.29. And I also have an ES best bot, which will simultaneously scan all of my AI bots and only trade the most profitable. Very important. If your NQ one-day pass is enabled, there is a chance that your best bot will trade that. So if you don't want to trade 10 contracts using a one-day pass, I would recommend not enabling your one-day pass. Big move down at the open. Our 20U you can see is flying to the downside. I really don't like to trade during the first few minutes. I like to let the market settle down a little bit. As tempting as it is, let's see if we get a little bit of a retracement. We're very oversold on our 20 Unorenco. Leapfrog just jumped in. And that's what will happen in the first few minutes. There's a lot of whipsaw. So to prevent getting chopped out, caught up in that whipsaw, we like to give it just a couple of minutes to settle down. That's what I'm referring to when I say I time when I turn my copier on. Once I hit this on button, it's going to take the next trade that this leapfrog takes in this example. I always like to duplicate this tab and put another leader account. I like to do the ES8U scalper, one of my favorite bots. So what I'll do is unlock it. I'll find my ES8U scalper and make this. I'll rename it the ES scalper. And now I can very quickly enable that window and take the next trade of the ES scalper. Here we go, a beautiful short entry. 932. Watch the break of support here. Watch the break of support. Crambone, they do allow auto trading like this. However, in the fine print, there are a couple of guidelines. They don't want you to set it and forget it. They want you to have the ability to turn it on and off as you see fit during high impact news reports. Once the trade is executed, They want you to have the ability to manage it. If you notice, my stop and profit targets are projected on the chart. So I'm always in control of the trade management and when the system executes on my prop accounts. I'm always in front of the screen. And what they do is they consider it a semi-automated strategy, which is allowed. So the way we trade it, it's semi-automated. They don't want you to set it and forget it, Crambone. Ooh, look at this long entry. We're trading right up into the VWAP and an area of resistance. We want to break that VWAP. Our NASDAQ broke through. We could get a leg. We could get a run to the upside. And I like to watch the bot trade a few times in sim. In golf, when you have, they call it having honors, where your competitor shoots before you. And what they do in essence is they show you the way. So by watching it trade a couple of trades, it gives me an advantage because I know what to expect. If I get into a trade. It's pretty choppy right now. I like to wait until the market's moving nicely. If it's going sideways, I don't want to get into the environment. Watch the break of support here. Watch the break of support. We need a retracement. There we go. Watch the break. So you could see that on our 20 Unirenko, which is our higher time frame, my 50 EMA is red. So I'm only looking for short trades. Let's anticipate the break. It retested that area of support and it bounced right off of it. That's a liquidity zone. There's a lot of buyers sitting right there. We're in a very narrow channel here. Looking for a break of resistance or a break of support. You can see our software does a really beautiful job of defining risk. You have upside resistance, downside support. The point of control I would categorize as my 50 EMA, somewhere in the middle, an average. It's going to retest support, it appears. Looking for a break of this blue line. Look at a retirement plan. Retirement plan is in on that 20U. Yeah, this is, watch this break of support. Watch this break of support. It's retesting support. Let's anticipate the break. That blue high volume candle tells us that there's a lot of buyers, that area of support is a strong one. You see when it tested support, my candle turned blue. That's high volume. Grambone, this is on our website, which is rightlinetrading.com. This is what the product that this is the AI Auto Trader. The AI Auto Trader. Let me put our website. Retirement plan's in trouble. Watch the break of the VWAP long. We got some running room to the upside. Now I just bounced off a resistance. So I'm still within this narrow range that I need to break out of. Both bots jumped in short. All the risk is off. Went into my leapfrog. That's okay. If that message comes up, that just means where it tried to place my stop, where it tried to place my stop at price had already passed it. But it'll reposition it where it should go. Look at gold. Holy moly. Look at this gold. Look at the gold chart. Gold is launching. My golden goose trading gold, just one contract on gold is up 1570 today. Look at that beautiful reversal candle, that blue candle. Wow. A signal D entry. A signal D is when price pulls the open of the candle and the close of the candle is in between my 15 EMA. It's a retracement and a continuation into the trend. Watch the break of resistance here. I'm going to go ahead and see if we can get a long trade on the leapfrog. I backed off of the long trade because it bounced off of the VWAP. My 20U is above the 50. I'm looking for a break of the VWAP right now. Hey, good morning, doctor. Yeah, sometimes it'll do that, George. Sometimes it'll execute a trade on your computer, but not mine. That's kind of normal. Let's anticipate the long here again. We got a pretty tough area of resistance. I think I'll take my time here, not rush it. Get a clean break. Let's give it a shot. Okay, we're in. We're in long. Let's see if we can get some follow through the upside. Come on up. Ah, got me. Let's give it another go. Come on, pop in. There we go. Let's give it a little room. Come on up. Got a nice blue candle there. Come on up. Come on up. Ah, broke the wrong way on me. Ah. Okay. Whoa. All right. Oh, geez. I got to stop right there. That's my loss limit. Took 2 losers in a row with slippage. I'm really only risking 300 on the trades. So I'm going to stop right there for the day. That's my loss limit. The Sim Austin moneymaker is my one bright spot. Yeah, nasty whipsaw, I'll tell you what. How's your Austin bot doing, George? A lot of whipsaw. Like gold is taking a nice leg up. Nice. Very nice. Gold's back in. Let's see if we can get some follow through on this gold trade. Yeah, Crambone, we meet here, God willing, each morning at 9:15, 9:15 Eastern. We do our pre-market. Look at that leapfrog. Whoa. Did you see that? We do our pre-market where we look at the news reports and see what the trading environment looks like. And then we let the bots trade each morning. At 9:15 we begin. I'll be on until 10:30. And coming up behind me from 10:30 to 11:30, it's Miller time. Mark Miller is right behind me at 10:30. And then at 11:30 is David Wise. He trades our SPY super system, which is another trading system that we develop here at Right Line Trading. And he uses it, he leverages those signals to trade options. The SPY super system can be used to trade any financial instrument, and it runs on the Thinkorswim platform. So it does require an account with Charles Schwab. The goose is loose, Ralph. The goose is loose. You can see my leaderboard disappeared. The Revo 16U back in short. There's some serious whipsaw on the Nasdaq today. It chewed me up and spit me out. And I'm not a pain freak. I'll take my lumps and bruises and go home with my tail between my legs. But tomorrow will be a brand new day, and we'll give it another shot tomorrow. The Austin Moneymaker was the one bright spot. I'm really happy for Austin. Austin is a member of our community who shared this strategy with us. What is it? The Sim Austin Moneymaker. His bot is in short right here. I was talking to David Wise yesterday. He said, my goodness, this is a very difficult trading environment that we're in right now. Gold's back in. We got our index equities headed south, going down. Gold headed up. We got an inverse correlation. The Revo 16U is trading very nicely today. See if it leapfrogs. Yep, there it goes. There it goes. Very nice. Beautiful. Beautiful trade. That trade management is really just how we designed it. Austin just jumped in long. Let me tell you, this Revo 16U is really starting to gain my confidence. I'm watching it thinking, should I take another trade? This thing is found the ebb and flow. It's trading beautifully. Put us in the leapfrog. Get us in that leapfrog. Little bit further. Just missed it. There we go. Bam. That's what we needed. Nice. Revo's up 1,200, 1,100 after commissions. Austin is off to the races. Look at this Revo 16U go. It's making a believer out of me. Austin's back up 437. Let's see how much risk is on that trade. Very curious. Let's go to our Revo on the 16U. Before I put it on my live account, I want to know how much risk I'm taking on the trade. So I'll open the. Wait, it just jumped in again. I think it's going to take another winner. Bam! Look at this thing go, will you? It must have won 5 trades in a row now. There it goes. Got those beautiful blue candles. That bot's up 1,500 now. Let's see how much risk is on the trade. We have our ATM coded right into it. Ooh, only 50 ticks. Let's take a trade. Oh, that's cool. Wonderful. It's only risking $250. Let's find the Revo 16U. We'll put it on our leaderboard. With Apex running at 90% sale, I think these accounts were $19 and change. So now the next trade it takes, we'd like it to break resistance first. Or make a nice pullback. Oh, let's try to take a trade. Only 50 ticks of risk on this trade. Not a lot of risk. Got a really nice potential upside. Come on, break right through resistance. Break right through. The golden goose is in. The goose is loose. Okay, we're in. We're in the Revo 16U. Gold is up 700 on this trade. Wow. Let's move this over. Need some follow through the upside here. Won't come back yet. Come on up. There we go. Getting that leapfrog. Push up higher. Jump. Jump. Jump up. Come on. Go ahead. Give me some breathing room. Pop up. See if we can get in our leapfrog. Little higher, little higher. We got a free run at it here. Our stop is at break even or plus a few ticks. Come on up. There we go. One more leapfrog. One more leapfrog. One more push up. Come on up. Come on up. Give me another leap. Nice. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Nice one. Got a couple loose orders. That's the problem when you trade too many accounts. All right, I brought it down to jump right back in. I disabled my copier. Wow, this 16U just can't find a loser right now. Gold is up 1770. The goose is loose. Wow, and there goes the Revo 16U. Man almighty, is that bot on fire right now? Look at these positions. You can see my open positions. They're all took off. Let's take one more on the 16U. Let's see if we get a little bit of a retracement. Taking a big leg up. Okay, we're back in. I got to get the update on this copier. Come on, push up higher. I think I'm overbought. Getting a retracement. All right, let's stop there. That ES30 range stars in a monster trade. It's up 1625. No, I haven't tried the Ikemuku yet. How's it been doing, Rao? Wow, that sounds great, George. Awesome thinking. Got a monster trade on that ES30 star. Got a nice retracement here on the 16U. Let's see if we can get it to continue to the upside. Excuse me for just a moment. I'm going to run and use the restroom. How's that Ikemuku doing, Rao? Wow, look at that move up. Holy moly. Look at those high volume candles telling you that the strength of the trend was there. Just a beautiful signal to go long. I have to give it a try. Excuse me for just a moment. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Golden Goose is back in. The goose is loose. Gold can be a real moneymaker. Here we go. We're getting ready to take another launch to the upside. Let's see if this 16U can get us to the promised land here. Take one more shot at it. Right now, Apex has a 90% sale. This is the Golden Goose. You can see the Golden Goose is at the top of my leaderboard. Come on, breakthrough resistance. Trying to catch the Revo 16U long. Okay, we're in. We traded right into resistance. Oh, not happy with the entry. We need to break resistance. Not a good entry. Huh. Come on, break it. Look at gold's up 500, 600 on this trade. I didn't like the entry. Crazy entry. Right into resistance. Let me try to get out of this trade. Oh, yes, push through. Push right through it. Don't wick me out. Don't wick me out. Yeah, come on up. All right, all the risk is off now. Now we got a clear shot. Let's go. Let's leapfrog. Oh, there we go. Get in my leapfrog. Nice. Another leapfrog. Here we go. Come on. Let's get this leg up. One more. One more. Come on, give me a push to the upside. Let's go. All right, nice. I brought my losing day into something very manageable now. Something we can very easily come back from. I'm going to stop right there. I'm very happy. That Revo 16U, we watched it find the ebb and flow of this trading environment. And that's what will happen. That's how these bots work, and that's how the system's designed, is to give you a diversity of entries, time frames, instruments, and we leverage our leaderboard to find something that can get us to our profit goal each day. Like gold's having a phenomenal day. I'd love to see gold keep shooting up to the moon. Gold is trading at 5,023. 5,023 an ounce right now for gold. Take a quick look at the stock exchange. Everything is up. Everything is up big. The Dow is right about 49,850. The S&P's up to 6896. Russell's at 2682, and the Nasdaq is up a point and 1.10%. It's just under $25,000, right about 25,000. Palantir is making a jump. Nvidia is up nice. Coming up right behind me, it's Miller time, 10:30 a.m. Eastern. Don't touch that dial. If you would, please like our video here on YouTube. You're right. You're right, Ralph. This is the time to use the one-day passes. I had a call. It's funny you mentioned that, Ralph. I had a call yesterday, and the gentleman asked me, it's Mike, his name is Michael. He said, I want the fastest, the quickest way to get me a funded account, the quickest. Well, that's all you had to say. We've got just the thing. We've got just the thing for you. This phone. We've got just the thing for you. It's called the one-day pass. The one-day pass is designed to pass an evaluation quickly. Right now is a great time to load up on the PA accounts. You could use our one-day pass templates. And I like to say statistically, it's 1 out of 3. I think you'll win. I think you'll get more than 1 out of 3. But this is trading. You could lose them all. My ODPs, what time do they start? Good question. I turned on my computer a little late this morning. My NQODP, one contract, I'm trading it. It was down 565. My ES one-day pass with one contract is down big too, down 1,400. My one-day pass on, excuse me. So the NQODP started at $9.45, about 15 minutes after the market opened, between 9:45 and 10:30. I could see why it took a loser. It was very choppy between 9:45 and 10. Right around 10 o'clock, the market took a nice leg up. And the ES one-day pass, which also took a loser today, starts at 8:30. Let's get this one back in the game. Whenever you open the strategy, I always want to make sure I'm on the right instrument. NinjaTrader has a way, a nuance, that when you edit the strategy, it will change the instrument. Look at the money makers in an absolute monster trade. NQ Best Bot's in. Let's see which bot it's piggybacking. The ES best bot is probably on the ES star. The NQ best bot's on the retirement plan. Let's go to the retirement plan. That's one with, man, did that one get hot earlier in the month. Crambone, if you're still here, we're going to be doing a live presentation tomorrow. Tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern. If you'd like to attend the live presentation and learn more, send us an email to support@rightlinetrading.com. Or if anybody here is not on our mailing list, would like to learn more about the AI Auto Trader, please send us an email to support@rightlinetrading.com. This potential spam caller keeps calling. I'm going to call him back and just leave it off the hook. Your ES got in at 840? Ooh, there goes the retirement plan. This retirement plan earlier in the month got red hot. Couldn't find a loser. Let's take a look at the retirement plan for the month. Let's do an analysis. NinjaTrader has a very powerful trade performance metric. In order to bring it up, I go to New, Trade Performance. And this pops up. And I can bring up my retirement plan. And I like to break it down by the half hour of the day and put my time base on entry time. This will tell me for the entire month of February, let me click generate, what time of the day this bot does the best. And when it does the best is starting at 9:30 and ending at 11:30. So we have a 2-hour window of trading this bot here, the retirement plan, that has been extremely profitable. In fact, if you just traded those 2 hours out of the day, now hindsight is always 20/20, I get it. But we've seen these bots do this month in and month out, where there's certain windows of opportunity that it just does great. And then there's other times of the day that it's very consistently bad. This one is very consistent between 9:30 and 11:30. So playing this retirement plan during this time of the day would have been a tremendous, tremendous winner for me. All right, it's Miller time, 1 minute away. Mark Miller should be popping in here in the next few minutes. If you would, please like our video here on YouTube. It helps us get new eyes on our products and services. Excuse the flash. But you don't have to go anywhere. We have a new streaming software that allows us to all simultaneously be on the same broadcast. Crambone, come back and see us, my friends. Don't be a stranger. Have a blessed rest of your day, everybody. I'm just going to give Mark a chance to get in the room. There he is.
Rory
Hey.
Powers, what's happening?
Hey, it's Miller time. Good to see you, sir.
Hey. How's the trading going?
Well, it was very choppy up until about 10 o'clock, and then we had a really nice leg to the upside. The trading got a lot better here in the second half hour. So I think it'll be a great session for you.
Nice. Looks like you got the golden goose is numero uno, huh?
Yes, the 30 range golden goose. The Revo 16U was on fire. It was unstoppable. And the ES30 also got into a monster trade.
All right. The old ES star, baby. Old Robert's favorite.
Yes, sir.
Hey, the moneymakers up there too in Austin. I see Austin's strategy has made another 400.
Yeah, his let me tell you, he's got I think he said about a dozen PA accounts that are all deep in the green trading
Oh
that
man, that's
Austin
awesome.
moneymaker. Yeah, congratulations, Austin.
Let me share my screen real quick, and keep yours on, Rory. Let me just see what happens
Sure.
when I share mine. How that it just bumps you, doesn't it? Cool, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, that's still
That was still mine. Yeah. Let me come out.
Oh, it says before presenting yet. Okay. All right. Cool. Good. All right, Rory Powers, high five, brother.
All right. All right. Have a great
Boom.
session.
All right. See you, bro. All right. Welcome, everybody. I'm Mark Miller, owner of Right Line Trading. Welcome aboard. We've got some good trading action, like Rory Powers was just talking about. Man, I had a heck of a move up there a few minutes ago. Caught a couple of dingers so far. I've got the iBot NQ 600T moving up my leaderboard. That thing's getting hot. I'm in a couple of trades right now. I'm up on the overall P&L 3000 right now. I've got 4 accounts across the line so far. This one I'm lacking $8. So I got to get $8 in that one to pass it today. Those can be $8 can be like 100 miles sometimes. you get a trade and go in the wrong direction and you're in trouble. We'll go down to an M&Q and try to get a scalp to get that one across the line there. And then I've got a few up about 300, and then a few underwater. These ones are deep in the red, $1,000. But we can see what's hot and what's not, and try to throw the hot one at it. We had a nice move up right here in the NQ, just a beauty. Caught a ramp to the upside, was all over it. Took a C signal long entry on our ES scalper over here. Rode that bad boy up for a nice one. It's still a jump back in for another long trade though. The market's getting kind of overbought. getting a little weak here. I saw George put a comment in that looks like we're about to do a U-turn. I would have to agree, George. It looks like the U-turn is on its way. All right, Rue, what's happening? Good to see you. All right, so we're starting to get into the little bit late session time now. So market starts to get a little weaker around 11. I'm in a trade right now over here on the left. I got four contracts running the MES. I'm still stubborn. I'm still trying the MES. Unfortunately, I should be trying the ES scalper or the money maker. This one's been the hottest, really. It's up another man yesterday. Whew, this one ran up the score yesterday. I think on my machine here it ended around 3 or 4,000 up. This money maker has been hot. Hmm. In fact, we had a client join us and join the affiliate program. Rick, welcome aboard. Rick joined us just recently, and he jumped in the affiliate program. The old moneymaker, old Rick Moneymaker. Welcome aboard, Rick. Rick joined us, and I saw his affiliate code. He joined with Moneymaker. I love that. That's cool, man. That's my style. I love it. All right, so we took a nice run up. Look at all those blue candles. Woo! A lot of nice volume. I I really like those candles. They really help you realize where you're at with volume. Right at those U-turns. It's where there's a lot of price movement. All right, starting to get a little weak now. Oh yeah, if anybody wants to jump in the Apex arena, now is a pretty decent time. They're running the 90% off sale again. So I get the $25,000 accounts. They're 20 bucks right now, and I'm not sure how much the PA conversion is. It was 75 last time, maybe it's 85. But anyway, for about $100, if you can clear them, you can get yourself a shot at. I think the payouts are 1,500 still. It is ODP time, Rue. This is the perfect time. This is the perfect time. Let's do that with a couple right here. ODP. ODP. I'm running a leapfrog right here, and it's been it was getting crushed early in the session, but then it came back hot. It was up and in and out all this. It got smoked up in here though. Right in here, it was all over upside down. But man, once it hit this upside, it took a damn beautiful run at it. Still loaded up. Where is it? Oh. Oh, that's a good idea, Rue. Try that retirement plan on the on gold. You know what? I put the ES scalper on gold, and that did good. Rue, that's your old strategy, that old ES scalper. I put that on gold now, and it's running this golden goose. It's up 1,000 right now. All right, I got the ES trade starting to turn the corner for us here. Running 4 contracts on the MES. It's the ES scalper. The old leapfrog jump in here soon, I'm guessing, once it clears this pivot, maybe this resistance line up here. And we'll be off to the races. Hopefully, we'll get one more run at it, George. Don't give up on the market yet, George. Come on. We got about 1,000 points to get back. Got 1,000 points to get back here today. Come on. All right, we got a decent ES trade now. Give you guys a little around the screen of what we're looking at here today. So bottom right is the Apex Trader Funding accounts, and each one of these is a $25,000 account. So the goal for these is to make $1,500 in them, and if you can make $1,500, then you can. This sounds weird. You can pay again to get another account where you get paid out of. So you go through 2 cycles of these. If you can get 1,500 twice, you can get 1,500 out. So I guess it's kind of like you make 3,000 and get 1,500. That's the way they should say it, because that's the truth. That's how it actually works. And that's kind of the goal. So these 4 so far, I got over the line today, so I can pay 75 and get another shot at it tomorrow to try to make 50. Well, tomorrow there's a few more rules that I got to abide by, but tomorrow will be like 3 to 500. It will be the goal. If you can do that for 4 or 5 days straight, you can get 1,500 out. So that's kind of the simplified version of the goals here. So I've got these automated strategies that I've got working that I can keep track of, and just kind of see which whatever ones are doing good, and try to cycle them into these accounts and see if they can continue their goodness and make us some cashola. So far today on all the accounts, this is a summary of the 20 that I have. Total, I'm 3,000 up right now, but it changes quick. So I'm in this trade right now. This one go down 300. I'm trading 10 accounts. That's down $3,000 on one trade. So one trade's 3,000. So don't, if you're down 20,000, you can't get all that. I mean, even though it's a hell of a lot of money, but you can't get that excited about it, because it means that you're down 2,000 on 10 accounts. So that sucks. But when you're up 2,000 on 10, it doesn't, it should be a similar emotional feeling, I guess. That's the best way to feel it. So I'm about to go, back to break even. Boom. See, I'm break even now. One trade. That's the way it works. My record right now is 76,000 in one day on these simulated accounts. Boom. All right. Hopefully we can poke through this ceiling here. Get a little bit of lunge to the upside would be nice. We're still holding this trade over here. We got 4 contracts on the MES. We're up about $100. It's these ones that are right here. It shows it shows no P&L. Unfortunately, when it's in the trade, it actually just shows the actual trade capital going up and down in the balance for the account. So that's what I look at when it's in a trade. When the trade gets over, it then shows it as a final marked up trade, and it shows it in the P&L section. So when they're active, it doesn't show it. When the trades are over, it shows them. All right, market's getting soft on us, guys. What are we gonna do now? We should go golfing. Yep. Maybe a bike ride on the beach. How about that? Boardwalk out here. Here we go. We got a little bit of a pump now. A little bit of a pump right through that little resistance line over here on the MES. See if we can pop through that little guy. When this strategy hits about $300 in profit, the stop moves up to 150. I'll do let's see. Hmm. We'll build us a ODP that'll jump back in here in a few seconds if it breaks this resistance, which it's about to in a second here. So we'll do a signal B on a 20 Unarenko because that's what's about to pop like it's hot right here. 20 Unarenko signal B. We'll leave it wide open. We see what's happening here in front of us. We don't need to program it at all. Do, do, do. So we'll run 10 contracts. And yeah, 62 ticks is the target. So that's so it's so it's $3,000 is the profit target. So 3,000 divided by $5, divided by 10 is 60 ticks. So I always say 62 is my target because there's slippage, they call it. Man, we just missed this leapfrog. We're in a leapfrog over here on the right. We're in a leapfrog trade here. And we can go down 52. It's $2,500. So that's the house. Yeah, we'll do this. We like that. And we like the NQ. And we're going to do this 20 Unarenko that we're looking at. We're getting this ODP all armed up here, old Roo, man. We're going to load this wagon and trade this bad boy here. See if we can move the needle on some of these right here. Huh. Yeah, I've got a few other ones loaded here too that I'm doing a little conversion. So this is a, trade copier. This is Flowbot's trade copier, and I use it to take our strategies through their trade copier into the Apex accounts. So it does a little bit of a handoff there, but running it through our strategies, through their trade copier into these accounts over here. So I should probably put it that way, but um, anyway, so I got this sucker loaded, and we'll just take over one of these guys. So we'll put the leader account as this AINQ 1 day pass. ODP. And we'll load its wagon here with these 2980. Okay, good. It's already these. Perfect. All right, the next signal B entry, we'll jump in with 5 of these, see if we can't get them over the edge here. We're looking at a soft market, and that's not necessarily the best one to go into. Let's lighten the load. Let's do one at a time. Let's make it like popcorn machine. Let's pop some popcorn. Let's see how many it is best out of 5. There we go. All right, we'll do best out of 5. NQODP, signal B, going long. So I'm looking at that strategy now over in this chart. I've got the NQ 1 day pass, and I've got it set up on the 20 unit Renko chart. So if we get another signal B, which is this, unfortunately, it's this white line that's kind of at 87 or whatever, it's starting to go down. If it stays at the top flat, then it'll take an entry. That's the goal. And we're taking a big swing, so we're going to try to take, we're taking 10 contracts, so that's a big daddy. Market seems to found a home here though, so we're probably shit out of luck, as they say. Mm. Man, the scalper takes some beauties, doesn't it? Look at this signal C entry that it took here. Coming right out of that little move down, it jumped right on that entry right there and rode it way up there. That's a lot for an ES trade. Down in the link below, I think we put our Apex coupon code if you want to jump on those accounts for a deal. That'll get you the best discount. Just do that at the checkout. Their coupon code area is a little confusing, but here we go. What happened there? What? Really? Wow. Huh. Whew. That's what daily drawdown does to you. These counts look like they're still alive, but they're not. I was up 1,000, down 1,000. Now they're done. Boom, they're out. That's how quick they go. These rules are stacked against you. That's the idea. That's how they make their money and pay everybody else. Shit. Hmm. All right, we'll be able to see if we would have potentially won or lost right here. It's at a $400 trade now, 5. It's at 800. So the drawdown can get you even within the trade. So you got to watch out. So it went to 1500. Okay, stop came up. It's at 1600, 1700, 1800, 2000. Looks like a clean trade if it can go all the way through. If it gets all the way there, it's at 2500, 26, 26, 26, 27, 26, 23. Uh-oh. Getting weaker. 25. Uh-oh. Where's that damn heartbeat thing? All right, it closed at 2670. 2670 it closed. Hit the target on it hit the target. Okay, it's in again. Damn. Hmm. Okay, I'm in on this okay. Still in on this MES trade. This is a patience game on the ES sometimes. We got this 1-day pass here gonna be going off like a firecracker now though. Anytime this white line stays pegged to the upside, it's in trade. It's gonna rattle off some big money if it goes up big time. Try to set a record here. All right, it's breaking even. Down 500. Oh, down 1,000. Down 1,200. So on those accounts that we set those up for, that's set up for a $50,000 account. So the goal on that particular account is the Apex $50,000 accounts. Those I don't know exactly how much they are. I haven't bought those in a long time, but I think they're $25 maybe. But anyway, those are the drawdown. You can draw down 2,500. So I've got this stop set at $2,500. So if it hits the red thing, the trade's over. If it hits the blue thing, trades over, and it'll be a winner. Now, the only thing you got to, that in reality, when you're in a trade and you're trading it on your actual account, some differences is that within the trade, it can even do a drawdown and you'll lose that account because that's how those accounts work. If you go up and then back down, it cuts you off. So you're, it's called a trailing drawdown. That number keeps coming up as your profits grow, but as if you take a drawdown, it hits you quicker. So down 1,300 now on that trade. Market's getting a little momentum here. We might hit 25,100. No, okay, so it's up 300. Anybody trading any prop accounts out there? Now's the time. All right, Alejandro. Awesome. How long have you had those PAs? How many days? That's like a goal. The longest I've ever had one, I think, is like 57 days, which seemed like forever. So uh, I'm not a good measurement. But anyway, what's your longest days? Do you remember? That's something that I always try to do. All right, we got the Miller's Price is Right out here. So anybody jump in there? You trading any prop accounts today? Alejandro already put his name in the hat. Alejandro, are you patient? Are you a patient trader? For me, at least, the good thing about automation is I don't have a choice. I just set them up and mess with them, so that keeps me busy. But for the most part, okay, good for you. It's a good trait in trading. Like we had that big move up, you if you can, you should really try to get in those moves, them are like rare, especially on the ES. That big move, that's a beauty. Whew, beauty. We're still scratching clawing over here. We're still scratching clawing. We got a couple of resistance lines that it's just kind of plowing through here methodically, gaining a little traction, moving to the upside. We got $100 trade on the MES, 4 contracts. Take a look at my leaderboard. Got my money maker moving up big time. Followed by a few iBots. Looks like I got 3 iBots, the best spots right there, right in the mix. There's the old ES scalper. Whew. Man, thing's been on a move. Swear, this is my impatience, Alejandro. If I had patience, I could be a lot richer than I am if I just trade one of these ES strategies. But I don't have that patience typically because ES doesn't move that often. You can see it here. It's up 100, down 100, up 100, down 100. It's let's see if we get one more big move to the upside here. Come on. So, wow. How about that? Huh. We'll add the ODP over here to one of these, even though, oh, you know what? I can't take 10 contracts on this one. This one only can take 4. Hmm. I forgot about that. That's a $50,000 account. You can take 10 contracts. On this one, I can only take 4 contracts. It's a $25,000 account. Oh, different rules. Aha. Hmm. That won't work. Hmm. Okay. All right. We pumped up to a $200 trade now in the MES scalper here, running 4 contracts on the MES. If by chance we get up here around $300, it stop should fly up at some point. Let's add a little more fuel to these. Got the NQ starting to really move nicely again to the upside here. We just broke through that 25,100 number. And a nice big heavy duty volume blue candle to the upside too. That gives you a lot of indication. There's a lot of interest. A lot of interest at that point. A lot of buyers in there came in there. A lot of movement of money. Awesome. Let's do it. Let's do it to it. It's the best trade for the leapfrog right here. Let's get that old leapfrog mounted up. Okay, old leapfrog next trade. We'll jump in with these accounts too over here. See if we can grab a rabbit by the tail here. Well, I tell you, this IBOT 600T seems like the one to be trading right now. It was number 1 on the leaderboard earlier. Oh, now the moneymaker took over numero uno. Oh, Austin, way to go, brother. Austin called this strategy about a month ago, maybe 2 months ago now. He dropped it in the Discord and kind of gave everybody some insight on what he was up to. And boy, I'll tell you, that thing has been on fire. I haven't even traded it, unfortunately. Stupid. I haven't even traded it yet. It's one of those things. I've been hooked on the scalper. They're similar. Scalper takes a similar entry. Scalper's up 1,000. So you can do them both, but it doesn't really make a lot of sense typically to do 2 strategies on the same instrument. They have different rules, so many different rules. They rarely, or they will sometimes oppose positions. I mean, just stuff that you don't want to deal with probably, but come to find out, that's how it actually works. And when you get into automation, you learn more about the ins and outs, but a lot of these strategies, they'll buy and sell and they'll be upside down and they'll just cancel each other out, that kind of stuff. And that's kind of normal. It's part of the trading algorithms, almost like a fine tooth piano, which is pretty cool. All right, see if we can get this leapfrog to join the party here. But I'm glad glad I'm not discretionary trading, or I sure as heck would have took a long trade by now. But the old leapfrog decided to chill out for me until it's the right time, I guess. That old leapfrog can't stomp it. Here we go. Come on, leapfrog. If it does take the trade, it will show the P&L. Once you're in on two different instruments, it does show the P&L inside the little box here. So that's kind of a fun thing that I typically do, is have two strategies going at the same time, so you can really see the actual P&L that the strategy's in. So this the strategy that I'm running right here is called the leapfrog, and it's the one that's in the most trades. It's got the quickest trigger. Um, but when you're in a lot of trades, you're setting yourself up for failure a lot. So that's kind of the goal with this strategy, is that it takes a lot of trades. So it gives you a lot of indication of how well the market is and how well those settings are for the market. Like another strategy, sort of the opposite of the leapfrog, is the RJ star. It'll take one trade a day, and maybe one every other day. It really waits for a huge movement in the market. So if those days don't occur, it doesn't move. It just sits there on the bench, warming the bench, as they say. So, um, to get insight on that strategy, it takes months of data, where the leapfrog take a week, less, take about 4 hours, less, take about 2 hours to tell how the leapfrog's doing. And that's a good indication of how the market is. So it's a fun one. It's a version of the power play. All right, we're coming in at 67% yes on the prop accounts. I am a prop trader. I got a live account too, but I'll tell you, this is to me way more fun. I mean, to think about 70,000 in my live account, that'd be like risking way too much money. Um, to risk 70,000 here is like, with $1,000, you can try to, get to 70,000. So that's the difference. The numbers are way different. You can use 20 accounts to trade at a time, as opposed to one live account that's more vulnerable. Man, I'll tell you, on my other machine, my best spot, my NQ best spot's up 5,000 over the last few days now. And mine's messed up down here. I got to get Sergio to help me out. Hmm. All right, my ES trade's starting to run out of gas a little here. Coming back down to $100. All right, so this red candle's starting to close up on us. Hopefully, we get a little bit of more bump here. One more bump will be nice. All right, awesome. Come on, baby. Come on, leapfrog. I would like to always go make sure that it's enabled over here. Sometimes when I close a trade out, if you hit close manually and you're in an auto trade, like if I'd hit close right here, it would automatically close and shut down the strategy over here. So I always like to go look and just see that it's green. Green is active. It'll be black. The text changes color. So if the green means they're active. Here to move for us. Hmm. Yeah, sorry about that. Hopefully we get this leapfrog here to jump for us. Come on. Leapfrog's getting itchy. It's starting to get itchy. We'll get this leapfrog jump in for us. It'll take these trades with these accounts over here and it'll start supercharging this or hopefully for us. We need a little supercharging. Da-da. Well, leapfrog didn't see that it was the right time. It noticed that it was a little bit too weak, I guess. Come on, leapfrog. Find the market. Coming back. Here we go. Could be the turnaround George was talking about. It went all the way to 25.1. Did a U-turn. George threw the mojo on it. Come on. Well, what do we got in this MES trade here? Oh, we got $100 bill. We got $100 bill there. Market's grinding higher. Taking a lot of fuel to get up there, though. Starting to run out of gas, it looks like. Yeah, pulled back some right there around 10:30. 25.50, 25.20, 30. That's 120 ticks. That's a big move. Okay, so we hit another high volume candle there, this time going down south. So there's a lot of movement for price change right here in this range. A lot of contracts being traded right around that price, 25,100 price. This one might have a little more legs, looks like, for George here. This one might have a little more movement. So this one on the second and third candle was a high volume. But I've always noticed that the volume sometimes will go across. So it kind of matches right back up with this blue high volume going up north too. Man, these candles are really handy, I'll tell you. My ES trade's closing down on me. The sort of the good news, at least, kind of, is that sometimes price does bounce off the 50. Kind of got close to it back here, and it kind of bounced a little bit. So I'm hoping it doesn't pierce through that green too far, or be a bad day for me. So we're about well above the 50 on the 20 Unorenco still. So still looking at long trades. If that leapfrog senses something on that 30 range that it's that the movement's going up north again, it'll jump back in. It's got the green light to go north. Can't take a short trade right now with it though. It's against the rules. I'll go grab a drink real quick. I'll be right back. All right, here we go. We jumped in on the old leapfrog. This is old Dan's signal. Old Dan from Baltimore. Dan, thank you. Dan wrote us a couple emails and was like, man, adamant. He said, man, I've got this signal that you guys will not believe. He says, I've made so much money on this signal over the years. I just feel compelled to share it with somebody. I was like, wow, okay, well, let's check it out. By the way, everybody has a signal, I found out. But anyway, his is real. And we programmed it. It's this signal D for Dan. He brought it to us. What this signal is it's going to look at the moving averages, and if price breaks away from those moving averages, in this case, it's a line. If price moves away from it, it takes the trade. So it's an entry. It's an entry. So Dan helped us, come up with the concept of where to take the entry and why. He'd been doing it for years. So Dan, thank you. All right, so broke even there. Uh-oh, lost my data. Man, I tell you, I'm done with Kinetic. Whew. Them guys are terrible. Oh my God, they're terrible. Whew. Man, good thing they're the only game in town. I'll tell you, they they have disappointed me over and over. Shit, can't believe I'm paying 110 for it. It was worth it at one point. Like it's still my number one strategy today, but they're so frustrating. Their system is screwed up. So I've got about 3 or 4 of them. They're up about 1,000. I only have about 10, so over half the portfolio is up pretty good. But man, they're frustrating. That kinetic data has been a pain in the ass. Hey, Tess. No, I'm not. Who knows what the best is, but from my perspective, this is my favorite. Yeah, I've got the 20 unit rank over on the NQ because it's such a big, drastic mover. So it takes 100 ticks to get the candle to flip, um, which is about 30 points, which is a nice move on the NQ. But on the ES, I'm looking at a 4 unit Ranko because it doesn't move near as much. So I like to, kind of try to build the candles about the same. So it's about a 4-to-1 conversion between the ES and the NQ. So that's kind of how I have mine set up. So I can kind of, they typically are in unisync. So um, kind of gives me that indication. I like the Uniranko because it takes out the noise of the market. If you watch a 30 range, and that's what I watch forever, 30 range, because that's where you make the money. But if you watch it here, it'll make you almost crazy, at least me, especially all day. But anyway, let's look at the 30 range and just see the difference. So it's a lot harder for me to tell what direction price is really moving right now in this candle. I'm definitely guessing it's bullish a little bit, but it's definitely getting flat right here. And this is the one that that we programmed the leapfrog on. So it's looking at this chart. The strategy is. So it took a long entry when this white line got pegged out here to the top. So that's a long entry. That one made it to its target. So that was a winner. It just took that D long entry just right here in front of us. And that was a break even trade. It made a little bit actually. Made about $50, I think, on that one. But yeah, it's looking at this. It's looking at this chart right here. This leapfrog is, so we can watch it. And I know where those triggers are. So we're starting to get back up here to another signal B entry, which this one was a signal B long over here as well. Again, that white line. If this price gets up here to 100, and here we go. Well, we're up near the 100 again. We're going to get a signal B long entry as long as we get enough room between this resistance line up here. So we need to have 60 ticks of opening there. Oh, now we got it down south here. But again, that 20 Unarenko that we're looking at won't take it. So we've got a higher time frame that we're looking at as well in the strategy, which is that 20 Unarenko that I like to watch. And whatever that 50 line is, the 20 Unarenko, that's what trade it'll take. And again, it was well above the 50 on the 20 Unarenko. So it's only going to take a long trade here. Setting up for another signal B here, another signal B long entry. If it can clear and stay pegged for that candle to close, I believe we'll be off to the races one more time. Okay, now it's got to clear that resistance line. There we go. Okay, so that was a big purchase. Some big balls came into the race. So one more run at it. Boom, boom, shakalaka. One more run. All right, we're setting up for a signal B long. We got that. Ooh. All right, we got David Wise jumping into the ring here in a few minutes, hopefully. Looks like my leapfrog's about ready to leap. Come on. Give us one good trade. Take this thing out of here. This moneymaker's starting to move up that leaderboard into the top notch. Numero uno. Old moneymaker, Rick. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. We had a couple others join us too. George, it ain't rolling over yet on us. Look at that. I don't see any high volume candles except that one way out there 30 minutes ago. Huh. Strange. Huh. I guess we've been watching it. We know it hasn't been high volume. It can't. It couldn't have been. Here we go. We're gonna get a leapfrog here. We got it pegged now. We just got to clear this. Resistance line. It's gonna hold us back, unfortunately. Boy, that 20 Unarenko chart looks beautiful right now on my other computer. Man, that's a beauty. Retirement plan is going to town. Moneymaker, retirement plan, best spot, scalper. Woo. We're all making money. Except these. My Mack truck's down. This retirement plan is down. These NQs got shook up right at the open big time. Yeah, I think it's coming back to the VWAP too, George. I don't even use the VWAP on my chart, but it always hangs around there, doesn't it? It's by design. Okay, my leapfrog's been holding back. The darn thing knows better, I guess. I get tunnel vision, George. I get tunnel vision. I'm only going long right now in my head. Like I don't even have a choice. So, that's how messed up I get. I can only see one way right now, man. I promise you that. I couldn't even take a short trade. My moneymaker's still up here hanging around. So that moneymaker, its target is set out at 2250. 2250. That's a huge trade on the ES. That's a huge trade. 2250. $180 ticks on the ES. That's hard to do in one day, usually. Boy, that moneymaker made, I think, 6,000 yesterday. Pretty sure it was this machine. Boy, that's a nice incline still, I tell you. That's a damn beauty still. Looks like it's still bouncing off this 50 right here. It's still got room for some upward momentum here. They're still holding price pretty high. Such a significant number, that 25,100. That's one of those big ones again. I'm surprised it blew right through 25,000. That was a huge number. It blew right through there. It wasn't even on the chart. That's unusual. Man, it's been beautiful down here. We had a cold spell for about a week, maybe 3 days. Other than that, shoot, man, 75 and low humidity. Woo, beautiful right now. I used to hate February. That was my worst month ever. I hated February. Like, I was so glad it was only 28 days. It was the best part about February usually. Man, now it's my favorite month. Oh, shoot, George. He's holding. Yeah, these guys are holding this price right here, George. This market is pumped. It's pumped today, man. I swear to God it is. I don't know why. I never know actually. my wife, she's like, she has YouTube TV, and she's like, why don't you watch CNBC? This is about 3 years ago. I was like, why? I like trade all day. I know exactly what's happening. Shit's either going up or it's down. Like, it doesn't even matter what the news says. This thing makes money up or down. It doesn't even matter. So, but no, she's got me on this darn, now CNBC is always on. All right, Leapfrog. Starting to get idgity here. Wonder why Shark Tank would be on. That's strange. All right, here we go. Yeah, man. I hear you, Brandon. I'm the same way, man. That's funny. I love it. Get the rasm over it. Come on, baby. We about to jump right through this thing. Wonder why it's a big deal. Zuckerberg's going to court. What? Anybody know anything about that? Like, he always testifies, right? Leapfrog's having a little patience game with me here. It's paying attention to the market. Price kind of stalled on us. That's what I'm talking about, Mike. F with it. Some people do all kinds of stuff, man. I was learning some of the things that the other guys are doing. Yeah, one guy says to get a free account, you have to do like 4 things. It's almost like little pieces of cheese. Leave a comment, subscribe, send me a Discord chat, do 4 things. And it's like, holy moly, wow, good for you. You get people to do 4 things. Holy shit. Thank you, Mike. We appreciate that. How far up north are you, Brandon? What state? Mike, we take the high road, unfortunately. I always tell people, like, we're going to do it the right way. We're in it for long term. That's kind of the goal. But no, I mean, we do all those things trying to get as much attention as possible. Trust me. But not that way, unfortunately. No, we've had a stalker, so we've had to, do some things to, mitigate the stalker. But other than that, other other than a 72-year-old stalker, we're fine. No, I don't agree with that one. I don't agree with that one, Mike. when I took over, that was kind of the thing too. That I just don't, man. I just ah, too many things over the years. Karma's real deal. Oh, really? Okay, that'd be interesting to see what's out there. No, man, I love AI. Holy crap, I can't believe how much more stuff I can do. The weirdest thing, and they keep saying it on CNBC, I watch it, like I said, every day. No companies are like, oh, yeah, we laid off 1,000 people because AI just did this thing for us. It's been rare, which is good. I mean, shit, I'm not trying to do that, but even me, I'm like, what can I do? Well, same shit I'm doing, but just differently, like just different. It's the same spreadsheet, same stuff, just spits different. it's just a shit. So it's a weird thing, man. I haven't quite figured it out. Oh boy. Oh, that's cool, man. You're way up there, bro. I had a friend that was in the army. He was from Buffalo. So he was always saying how much snow Buffalo had. And I was like, dude, I'm from Michigan. Don't even give me that shit. Um, but anyway, he was from Buffalo and everything was amazing in Buffalo. It was pretty spot out there by the Niagara River though, I'll tell you. That was beautiful. I took that drive through Michigan through Canada a couple of times. I'll tell you, there was a place in Canada, Windsor, that was like spring break. That place was awesome when I was a kid growing up. Man, that was like a little bit of a honey hole, as they say. Oh, Windsor, Canada. Those memories. And we still got an MES trade here we're dealing with. Mike, what's a VA? Oh, Veterans Administration. Oh, okay. Mike, I'm not as outspoken about it as you are. I can tell. Um, I didn't even use the like discount for a long time because I didn't go to war, man. I got lucky. Freaking my whole time was piece of cake. Not really, but mostly. When I got to Germany, so I did Fort Bragg. But anyway, when I went to Germany, everybody was in Iraq fighting, not fighting, but they were over in a tent, with the Patriot missiles. So I was back in the base camp. Everybody came back after being there for like a couple years, living in a tent, and all we did is partied in 2 years in Germany. So I don't have any, unfortunately. I wish, not. I wish. No shit. I don't have any war stories of my own, so I don't have that. Didn't I didn't have to have those scars. Did you? I heard a bunch of stories and seen a bunch of pictures and those kind of things, but luckily dodged the bullet. Yeah, we were on 2-hour notices all the time. They would blow the thing and we'd have to have our shit packed and, in the vehicles and everything lined up and ready to roll, doing those things regularly. But man, luckily, shoot, and I tell you, just luckily, because you don't know. Don't know when it's your turn. Luckily. All right, this damn thing ain't gonna work out for me. I can tell you that. This market's getting too soft right here around the 25-1 mark, unless we get some more buyers in here. Way to go, Rue. That's what I'm talking about. That scalper. Let me see what mine's at. I've got the GC scalper. That's what I'm using. Right here it is. Mine's only breaking even right now. Now I turned it on late. I turned mine on about just before the broadcast. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I hadn't heard about it, Mike. I'll tell you what AI has done for me, though. Here's something very significant. This is a big deal. I saved on my 2023 taxes right around $30,000. So I had already done them, but I put them back through ChatGPT and asked it a bunch of questions and put all my data and information in from back in those days. That's when I purchased this business, though. So I made a lot of big transactions that year. But anyways, I was able to fully depreciate or not fully. So when I bought this business, part of this were considered hard assets. So I was able to depreciate. I think it was like 120,000 of it. So that converted to about 30,000 in um, cash returned back to me for that year. So I did a shoot. As you guys all know, you just ask ChatGPT. It's almost like this. Hey, this reminds me exactly when GPSs came out, and people would still tell you, "Oh no, you go down to the corner and you see the McDonald's, and then you turn left, and then you go down the road to the mailbox." You'd be like, "No, dude, I got a GPS. Like, I don't need to hear all that shit anymore. I don't even care where. This is gonna tell me every time where to go." So ChatGPT or whatever the heck you're using now is almost the same. Um, so, anyways, I ran my taxes 2 years. So 2024, I did the same thing and got a nice kickback too of things that I missed. So, man, I highly recommend that. In fact, I thought about doing another business on the side that kind of does that, but then it's got a little bit of regulation that you got to work through that I'm not willing to stomach for it right now. But definitely, that's a high recommendation from me because it saved me probably $50,000 so far, which is unbelievable to me. I had no idea. No idea. That thing's so smart at accounting. Very, very smart. Yeah, Rue, I know. Sergio started to work on it for a little bit. Um, Man, we're working on this options platform. So options I don't know a lot about, but I'm learning a lot more right now. I'm drinking from a fire hose. Um, and again, the AI is really doing it. We're just prompting it. But we're building one heck of an options trader because that's the real power. For a futures trading system, things have to be so fast. We just saw a 20-point drop in, less than 30 seconds. What's the reality that news just triggered that? Mm, Not any, probably. Correlation would be very small, I would guess. But anyway, um, with an options trade, though, that's to my mind, that's like totally different. Like there's way more data that you can dig into and try to correlate. So that's one of the powers of this AI is it can take a shit ton of data and correlate it somehow. So that's where we're putting our efforts right now, 100%. I've got a programming team, Mohit and his team. They're working on the app for us, and Sergio's working on the GPT. So kind of got a team of people working on the project right now, trying to give us something that's user friendly, that delivers a couple of really good trade setups that can give us a really good detailed analysis of why that's such a beauty, why that's a high probability trade setup. So we've had some pretty good luck so far. We're just getting towards we're probably mid range right now. I'm thinking probably another. Mohit said 5 weeks, so he's done a couple of projects for me before. Like he built our website early on and some other things, and everything takes longer. Just like if I used to do projects, same way. You're always optimistic, but the reality sucks, doesn't it, Mike? Reality sucks sometimes when you start digging into integration. Mike's a master though at this whole TV business. Wow, you got volume is so important. No kidding. I agree. No kidding. My leapfrog's starting to get weakness here. Let's see what this 20 Unarenko. This 20 Unarenko is starting to go red, I'm guessing. That's when we flip the switch. Okay, we're about to flip the switch here. This thing pierces through this green line. We're off to the races going south. All right, we're up to 73%. Our prop traders here with us today. 3/4, 3 out of 4. Anybody pass any accounts today? Anybody burn any? Blow them up? I blew up, I think, I blew up 10 and I've got 10 alive still. So I'm 50-50 right now. I got 4 over the line so far. I was going to try to do that. I need to get this one, man. Got to get $8. Whew. $8. Let's try to, what would you do in this situation, Mike? What would you try to do for $8 here? Take a short trade maybe with a M&Q? Oh, ES maybe. MES, it's probably a lot slower. So I need $8 in this little guy right here. So 94. So I need $8 to get this past the 1500 to be able to pay Apex another 75 to get another shot at it tomorrow. When you say it like that, it doesn't sound as good. So my favorite one here is a 20 tick trail on a so we'll jump in at this short trade, see if we can get $8 here. I'll try to put my stop right down here near $8. So I'm at $2, $3. I got an even trade here. We got a $2 trade now. It's even. And I'm looking for 8. Here we go. Come on, 8. She's a break-even trade here. Got to get this over the hump here. Looking for 26.5 on the ticker. 26.5 on the ticker. Come on, one time. Looks like we're getting that bounce off to 50 on the 20 Unarenko. Let's see what happens here. All right, good job, Brandon. Old Green Day. Yeah, I'm long NQ too. I mean, my head's all long too, Mike. Mine, like, I wouldn't take a short trade typically right now, but this one was looking pretty juicy right here over on the left. I'm in short trying to get $8. I need to get about 4 good ticks on this MES. It's a break even trade. And then now I got a $2 bill. Here we go. We got a $6 bill. We're going to get it there. Come on now. One more, drop it like it's hot. One more, drop it like it's hot. Come on, baby. It's a $3 bill. Oh, there's my $8. Woo! Way to go, team. That's what I'm talking about. Just over the finish line with a $1 bill buffer. Just got the buffer. All right, that sits us at 5 in the green. Yeah. Still in this MES trade here. Down 35 bucks. Miller Time and FSP is going long. We're all going long today. It's hard not to when it ratcheted up about 100 points there, 200 points for us. Sorry about that. All right, we got a nice U-turn going here. We got a high volume candle going up north, and we got a nice movement going north here. Nice time to take a good trade here. Oh, leapfrog, come on. We got the leapfrog going to jump in here soon. I'll keep broadcasting. I'm gonna go try to help David Wise, see if he needs a hand jumping in here. And I see Sergio's giving me a call. So hey, you guys have a great day. Good luck trading. We'll see if we can get Lady Luck here to kick in for me. See you guys. Hope to see you tomorrow. Bye now.
Can you hear me all right? Thanks, Dan. Can you hear me, Brock? Okay, good. All right, so WDC popped up here and then pull right back again, right to the standard. I did not get into any of these, but the standard deviation line right there. Just kind of watching the market. The market's it's bouncing back up again here, so very interesting.
Latest pop up, no headline for this move, but we are seeing that strength continuing, mainly in the NASDAQ, currently up 1.33%.
All right, so I'm just watching here, WDC pulling down. You see the SPY pulling down. Market's getting a little really choppy here now. Let me just make this a little bit get more candles so we can see. So here's what we've seen today. A big move up for the SPY, right through the 50-day moving average, right up to the 815, and stopped right just above the 50. And now it's compressing here, and now it's pulling back just a bit. Okay, about 12:14. So we have any questions? Having a little issues with getting this YouTube feed going today. You can hear me? Okay, great. Yep, sounds okay. Thank you very much. All right, so I will be right back. All right, hopefully everybody in YouTube can hear me right now. I had a little problem getting this up and going today. So again, upwards to watching the market here. SPY had a nice rally this morning. Right back here, nice rally up this morning on the open. SPY on the daily chart. right up through the 8 and the 15 and the 50-day moving average. And it's still sitting just above the 50-day moving average right now. So it's fairly strong move in the SPY today. Qs as well. SPY up about 0.8%. Qs up about 1.2%. And IWM, which was very strong earlier today, up about 1.2%. It was strong this morning right here and then pulled back. Again, here's our high volume candles right here, the white high volume candles. Only thing I traded today, I traded MU twice. Micron, I traded twice. Traded this morning on a UMCAT trade. High volume, big stacked candles, took beautiful profit in that. And then I traded it again on a pullback here a little bit earlier on another move up here. And then I get out of that and took profits in it. So those are the only ones I've actually taken today. Oh no, I took EWZ and I just broke even on this thing. Took it up in this big move up. It failed. And so I was able to, I get in around here and I was able to take it off for break even as it pulled back. All right, so again, market very strong after some really weakness the last few days. We'll see where we go. All right, so back to the market here. It's gotten fairly choppy since this big run up here in the last hour or so. Very, very choppy. So I'm just kind of watching to see what other opportunities we can get on later on today. IBRX made a nice move today, and this is one we've had as a speculative trade for a while. Expires on Friday, but it moved up 792 today. I'm not sure if I don't think I got it closed. I did get closed. Yeah, I closed IBRX at $65 a contract. So I got in at 45 and out at 65. I had to wait a while on that, but that ended up being I must have get closed right here on this pop. And that ended up being actually a pretty nice trade. It was a speculative trade. Again, we were strictly looking at the daily chart on this from a technical standpoint. It was very strong. You can see it was moving up here. It was following the 8. So we took it here. We're looking for a bounce, and we got one. Let me go to the daily. Sorry, this is the daily chart here. This is what we were looking for. It was riding along the 8. We were looking for it to break because it had this was a bull flag right here. You see the big volume right here. This is my TC2000 chart, and there it is breaking out today over this algo line, and it was a pretty nice trade. So that was a quick trade, and that's closed out. It wasn't quick, but it was profitable. About a 40% profit, a little more on that trade, IBRX. hopefully anybody else who was in IBRX was able to take advantage of that that pop in it. In at 7 on WDC, and at 7 said 35 out of 775. Good job, Sarang. Anticipation so small size. Yeah, it's, and you know what, the market's getting pretty choppy. At WDC, this was a nice high volume candle here. This would have probably hurt a little bit, but again, it's holding the 8 and the 15. Here's the 8 right here. Is the 15 right here. So this is still a nice setup on WDC. And again, the resistance level on this that it had to get through was 307.50. It has gotten through there. It pulled back below it a little bit, and now it's popping again. I like WDC here. This is a nice nice setup on WDC. Terrible options, though. The spreads are awful on these things right now. Even out of the monies are expensive, and it's you can theoretically take an out of the money on this one, but they're very expensive, and the spreads are terrible. What strike were you using, Sarang, on that you took? $3.10s are $8.30 by $8.75. 312.50 is a $6.65 by $8. In monies are fairly expensive too. The 302.50 is a $12.50 by $13.50, expiring this week. Now those are in the money by about $6. This is a pretty expensive stock right now. These option prices are pretty expensive. WDC, you took the 310? Okay, thank you. Yeah, that was a good one. And again, it's $7.95 by $8.70 right now. I'm not going to chase this thing, you know. I'm not. These are pretty high premiums to pay, and they're also pretty widespread. So I'm going to look for other things. Oh, you've got the IBRX $6 calls. Okay. Yeah, it's got intrinsic at $1.78 right now. You got a sell order at $1.80. You should be getting filled on that. I'm getting pretty choppy here now. Getting pretty choppy here. Gotta get lunch here in about 10 minutes or so. It's probably not doing anything here right now. There's an IBRX, nice little move up here. So I did took profits in IBRX. And they expired this week, so I really had to take it off. And I had a lot of contracts, so that was good. I can see if I can find any more stocks to trade here, but we are right at lunchtime, and the market's not really doing much of anything here now in the last hour or so. Some stocks with some relative weakness here. Verizon's coming down a little bit. VST, these are nothing really that great though. These are kind of chopping around. Intel going right down to the pivot point. Nvidia moved up nice this morning. Most of the chips moved up beautifully. Again, Micron was a prime example. Micron was one of the better ones this morning. But everything's kind of moving sideways now. AMD was weak this morning, by the way, and it's bounced up. Still hasn't positive, but we had a pretty big pull down in it. Market and terminals are just kind of chopping around here. They've been moving up strongly all day. The market's gotten fairly choppy now. We're just moving sideways. PR looks pretty good here. PR, Permian Resources, again, an energy company. Nice little bounce in here on PR. PR trading at 1758. Doesn't move an awful lot. $17 calls is 660 by 70 cents. That's pretty tight. They get 58 cents of intrinsic value in them. That's actually not bad at all. Of course, the stock doesn't move a lot, which is one of the things. It only moves about 50 cents a day, so it's not really moving very much, just moving up pretty nicely. Just these are pennies, so I'm probably not going to mess with it. All right, I'm going to stop and get some lunch. It's about 1:15, so I'm going to stop and get some lunch. Thanks everybody from YouTube for being here today. I'm sorry it was a little disjointed here. We changed some of the platform around a little bit, and I had some issues getting into it. So I'm sorry it was maybe a little bit chopped up here today. But we'll be back again tomorrow around 11:30 to take a look at the options room and our alert service and talk about the SPY super system that we use here for finding all of our high probability trades using SPY super system trades, UMCAT trades for intraday trades as well as swing trades. So back tomorrow. Again, thanks so much for being here today. I appreciate it. And we're going to go ahead and close this down.